Well, all of us have responded to the pandemic situation in different ways. The folks out at Dancing Sky Theatre in Meacham are responding by putting on a unique theatrical presentation, Pandemic, Pratfalls, and Prayers. Very happy today to be joined by Crispy Lord, who is heavily involved in this show, as well as some amazing masks behind her that she's created. That ties into the show, and we'll get into all of that. But first of all, Crispy, I think folks who know you know your involvement with puppets, and this is something that it sounds like really you've been missing over the last year and a half or so. You haven't been able to do much in this realm during the pandemic.
Well, nobody's been able to do any performances. We're very glad to come back to a place where we can bring an audience in, and we're actually not bringing them in, we're bringing them out to our show outside. So it's been great to be able to get back in the rehearsal hall and prepare a show for the public again.
And this show really is unique. It sounds like no dialogue at all. It's sort of in the panto realm, but it's not really a panto show. I'm just going to get you to explain exactly what the show is, because this is unique.
Okay, so Dancing Sky has done this series of pantos, of a prairie panto, like they would have in England during the Christmas season. This is not that, but that style of devised collaborative theater is what this is. So this is a devised collaborative theater piece that we're coming up with together and working as a team. The whole group of the actors, the musician, the stage manager, all of the builders that we've had working, we're all working on making the script. Now I say the script because it's these big puppets. So it's all physical theater. There's not a lot of words in the show. There are some, but not a lot. So it's really, if you think of Mr. Bean or that kind of big physical theater, that's so much fun to watch in any language because there's not a lot of language in it.
So with no words, people wearing masks, that sort of thing, man, the actors, it's probably got to be a bit of a challenge to express what you're trying to say. Talk a little bit about that, how they're communicating.
Well, it's both simpler and more complex because when you have dialogue, your body kind of does very little to tell what the story is happening. And when you have no dialogue, your body has to tell it all. So that means simplifying, peeling away the layers, and getting the essential moments very clean and crisp and clear so that the audience can follow along with what's happening. And it's really a joy to perform.
That's fantastic. September 10th through the 19th out there in Meacham, as I mentioned. A short trip from the city of Saskatoon, can be there in a little over half an hour. Talk a little bit about what folks can expect to both see and to hopefully take away from it. What would you like them to be leaving with once the show is all said and done? Because it is, as you've mentioned, it's a bit of a different theater experience.
Absolutely, it is different, but the joy is that it's bringing the community together as an audience and then as actors as well. So we really want you to walk away going, yeah, we can do this. We can change the way that we've traditionally done things and find new ways to get together and connect as a community.
And it must have been so nice for you to get your hands on some things in the puppet realm once again after not being able to do that for quite some time.
Yes, and we got very messy. There are a lot of masks and a lot of characters in this show. It was a very messy build and an interesting build because we built all the characters before we had any script. We had no idea what the story was going to be before we started. So we built everything and then we came together and came up with the show.
That's an interesting way to work. I don't know if I've ever heard of something like that before.
But you can't perform until you've got the puppets, or the masks. It's a mask show. So we had to do all those masks first.
Well, that is great.
It's been an adventure. And we would love you to come see.
Yeah, absolutely. As I say, out there at Dancing Sky Theatre, not in the theater, but outside, keeping everything nice and safe. And man, I can't wait to see it. This sounds like a lot of fun. Crispy, thanks for chatting with us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me. We hope to see you all in Meacham.